Hello everyone. So today I just want to share a quick an honest moment with you guys. So as Christians, just kind of following off of my last video, we talked about, God changing our hearts and removing certain desires from our hearts and everything. But that does not mean that you will not be tempted anymore. That does not mean that you won't struggle with sin. As long as we're in these bodies and in our flesh, in these fleshly bodies, we will always have to keep our guards up against sin and against the world, and really just stay on our P's and Q's and be aware of certain situations and just always be aware, just as you go throughout your day-to-day lives, and who you surround yourself with, what you surround yourself with, what type of environment you're in, because as I said in the last video, and as the word says, our flesh and the Spirit, the Holy Spirit that dwells within us, is at constant battle. It's always, at war with one another, because they're complete opposites. One is holy and pure, one is, evil and dreadful, and everything that is not of God. So we just have to be aware of that, and make sure that as Christians, we are not, pushing ourselves beyond the limits that the Holy Spirit kind of convicts us to have, in certain situations. And that's why I kind of wanted to come on here and share this moment with you, because I know it's a struggle for me too sometimes, when certain situations, because after you become saved and God has really been working in your life, you still find yourself in situations that you're familiar with. You still find yourself in certain atmospheres and environments, with family and friends that once upon a time you would, interact in, you would be a part of with no problem, because, you didn't have the conviction that the Holy Spirit convicts you of now as a saved person, as a true Christian now. So although, your spirit and your heart is willing, you want to be sold out for God, and you're really on this journey with God, but you just have to be aware in those situations and in those moments that the Holy Spirit does help us in those moments, when we're in certain environments. You're like, what? Oh my gosh, I'm familiar with this. And, sometimes we want to, entertain it for our own selfish desires, like, I want to be Christian, I want to be saved, but I also really enjoy doing this. I really enjoy these moments with my friends and my family. I really enjoy doing this, and I really enjoy doing that, because guess what? Just being real, sin feels good. Sin feels good to our flesh. It feels good. We can't sit on here, as Christians, and once we're saved, like, oh, I was just out here just miserable. No, like, if we're being real about it, it's very fun to live in the world. So, when you're in those moments, that's why our flesh is that constant war, because our flesh wants to do these things, and still wants to be involved in those things, but the Spirit, because we're made new, when we become Christians, and the Holy Spirit that dwells within us, and our hearts have been changed, and, the Spirit convicts us, and we have these feelings even in those moments that, this is just not right anymore, like, maybe I need to just, kind of remove myself for a few minutes just so I can, get back, and like get peace again in my spirit, because sometimes your spirit just doesn't feel right in those environments anymore. You just have to be aware and just listen to the Holy Spirit, and make sure you pay attention to the conviction. Make sure you pay attention to the conviction that the Holy Spirit gives you, because it's tough out here, y'all. It's tough. So I'm just encouraging you today to just be real with yourself. Pay attention to what the Holy Spirit is telling you in those moments. And it could be anything. You can it could be moments, and environments with your family and friends. It could be moments, just in certain atmospheres. It could be struggles that you had before with certain things. It could be struggles with lust and sex, and you kind of just especially if you're in a relationship, or if you're whatever used to be in a certain way, you know, before you become a Christian, and then you become saved, and you're trying to figure out how to maneuver through, you know, things that you're familiar with, how to maneuver through certain atmospheres that you would react a certain way in, and now, you know, it's different. So you're just like, I don't even know how to be in these situations. I don't know what to do. I don't know what, you know, it's just that gray area. But like I said, the Holy Spirit, that's why we need him. He's there as a helper. He's there to show us and lead us and guide us and teach us. And in certain situations, you know, you just kind of like, well, I don't know, you know, if you don't know, if you feel like you're not sure in certain situations and certain moments, listen to what, you know, the Holy Spirit is telling you. Feel what your spirit is saying. You know, if your spirit feels convicted, then you know what I'm saying, that maybe I need to, you know, just set boundaries in this atmosphere. Maybe I need to just remove myself, even for just a few moments, to make sure I'm, you know, good. Or sometimes you just need to remove yourself altogether, because you don't want to continue to tempt your flesh. You know, you don't want to continue to be in environments and atmospheres that make you weak and vulnerable. You know, you want to, you know, just make sure, like I said, that you're aware. And yeah, just paying attention to what the Holy Spirit is telling your heart and how your spirit is feeling in those situations. And I'm going to share a video of this girl I've been watching on YouTube. She's been sharing, you know, a lot of her journey, you know, in God and before God, you know, and she has a testimony that I feel like really speaks to that. And God had showed me, you know, he kind of revealed to me how he feels, because we have to remember, like, Jesus is not some fictitious being. Like, he's an actual being, you know, with feelings. So what can help us even more, and what helps me a lot in those situations, is just that after God, you know, reveals himself to you, and, you know, you feel how real his love is, you feel how pure it is, and he's just this innocent being that's just all loving. He's just full of love. And those things, when we do those things that go against him, they really hurt him in a way that is just beyond anything, you know, that we can imagine. And he had revealed that to me. So even in my conviction, you know, in those certain moments, I would just feel my heart would be grieved. You know what I'm saying? And you can feel the Holy Spirit in you that is grieved. You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of giving you that inkling of a feeling of what Jesus is feeling in that moment, by you, you know, doing something that is out of his will, by you, you know, involving yourself in something that is not in his will and what he wants for you. Because like I said, he wants only the best for his children. You know, he wants what's best for us. And when we go against, you know, him, it hurts him. He's a being, y'all, like, he feels, you know. So when we're truly in love with him, and like I said in the last video, when you're truly in love with him, you don't want to do things to hurt the person that you love. You don't want to, you know, see that they're feeling a certain kind of way, because when they hurt, you know, it hurts you that they're hurt. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I feel about Jesus Christ when I'm in situations that I know I might not should be in, and I'm entertaining things that I probably shouldn't entertain. You know, I feel conviction in my spirit, but I also feel the grievance of the Holy Spirit. My heart is grieved. I feel bad. You know, I feel, you know. But anyways, I'm kind of going off on a tangent, y'all. But just be aware of that. I try to make this video concise. Sorry, I need some water. I don't know why I be starting these videos or not. But anyways, I hope y'all really take and are able to connect with this video and message, because I know it's something that I'm still working through. Like I told y'all, like, God is still working on me. He's still showing me some things, teaching me some things. And as I learn, I just want to share with you guys. And like I said, more videos to come. I'm open, you know, to everyone. I just want to let you know that I love you. And also remember, I am going to share the link of Miss Brooklyn giving her testimony, you know, on a situation that God really allowed her to feel how he feels when, you know, we go against him. And it's so good, y'all. I really encourage y'all to watch it. And yeah, so feel free to, you know, leave comments. Feel free to share, you know, your experience with this, or your struggles, or whatever. If you don't want to comment, my inbox is open. And yeah, I love you guys. Have a great Sunday, and yeah, love you. God bless.